Ah, the humble guppy, a shimmering jewel of the freshwater world. It seems almost too delicate for the rigors of survival. But their breeding is no simple matter of chance encounters. Today I'll show you unique, proven techniques to upgrade your guppy breeding game for stronger genetics, more vibrant colors, and better survival rates. Subscribe to join the Guppy Gang. Our first stop takes us into the heart of the breeding tank, where we encounter a strategy known as the trio method. Forget the traditional pairing of a single male and female. This technique embraces the power of three. We introduce one vibrant male, resplendent in his finery, to not one, but two females. Why this unconventional approach? It's all about reducing stress and promoting genetic diversity. Imagine, if you will, the relentless attention of a lone male guppy. His constant pursuit can prove quite taxing for a single female, impacting her health and, ultimately, the vitality of her offspring. By introducing a second female into the equation, we effectively disperse the male's attention, creating a more harmonious and less stressful environment for all involved. With two females in the breeding tank, the chances of successful fertilization increase dramatically, leading to larger and healthier broods. Observe now, as the male carefully navigates the delicate dance of courtship, his attention shifting between the two females. This dynamic interaction ensures that both females have an equal opportunity to contribute to the gene pool, resulting in a more robust and diverse population. However, a word of caution is in order. An overly dominant male can disrupt the delicate balance of the trio, leading to stress and potential harm to the females. Our exploration of guppy breeding now takes us deeper into the realm of selective breeding, where we encounter the fascinating, if somewhat controversial, practice of line breeding. Here we aim not merely to breed guppies, but to sculpt them, generation after generation, into living works of art. Imagine a strain of guppies with tails that shimmer like the finest silk, or bodies ablaze with colors unseen in the wild. By carefully selecting individuals with desirable traits, be it a particular fin shape, an unusual color pattern, or a particularly robust constitution, and breeding them together, we can amplify these characteristics over successive generations. The key to successful line breeding lies in meticulous record keeping. Every pairing, every birth, every subtle nuance of color and form must be documented with the precision of a naturalist's journal. However, a word of caution must be sounded. While line breeding can yield breathtaking results, it's a practice that demands both patience and restraint. To mitigate this risk, responsible breeders employ a technique known as outcrossing. Chapter 3. Fry tank flipping. A head start in life. The survival of the fittest. It's a harsh reality that governs the natural world, and the world of the guppy tank is no exception. But what if we could give our guppy fry a fighting chance? A head start in the game of life? That's where the ingenious technique of fry tank flipping comes into play. Instead of leaving the fry to fend for themselves in the main tank, we carefully transfer them to a separate, specially prepared grow-out tank. This dedicated fry tank is a haven for these developing youngsters, offering them not only safety from predators but also an environment optimized for their specific needs. Imagine, if you will, a lush, verdant underwater meadow teeming with life. This is the ideal grow-out tank for guppy fry. Densely planted with live plants and teeming with microscopic organisms, this miniature ecosystem provides our fry with a constant source of natural food and a stimulating environment that encourages exploration and development. The benefits of fry tank flipping are manifold. Firstly, it dramatically increases the survival rate of our fry. Free from the threat of predation and competition, these youngsters can focus all their energy on growth and development. Chapter 4. Selective pregnancy isolation, safeguarding new life. As we delve deeper into the art and science of guppy breeding, we encounter a technique that speaks volumes about the breeder's empathy and understanding of these remarkable creatures. Selective pregnancy isolation. Imagine, if you will, the plight of a heavily pregnant guppy in the confines of a busy community tank. Stressed, vulnerable, and with nowhere to hide, she faces the very real risk of her fry being devoured by tank mates, including their own father. Selective pregnancy isolation offers a compassionate solution to this all-too-common problem. By carefully isolating our expectant mothers in the days leading up to birth, we provide them with a safe and tranquil environment in which to bring their young into the world. But timing, as they say, is everything. Isolate a female too early, and she may experience undue stress, potentially jeopardizing the pregnancy. Wait too long and you risk missing the opportunity to separate her before she gives birth in the main tank. So how do we know when the time is right? The answer, my friends, lies in careful observation. A female guppy nearing her due date will exhibit a number of telltale signs. Her belly, once rounded, will take on a distinctly squared-off appearance. Her movements will become more labored, her swimming slower and more deliberate. Once we've identified a female ready for isolation, we carefully transfer her to a separate tank or breeding box. Chapter 5, Guppy Gene Boosting, The Call of the Wild. Our final stop on this journey into the world of guppy breeding takes us beyond the confines of the domestic tank and into the realm of the wild. For it is here, in the ancestral home of the guppy, that we find the key to unlocking even greater hardiness, vitality, and genetic diversity. Guppy Gene Boosting. Over countless generations of selective breeding, domestic guppies have in many ways become far removed from their wild counterparts. While we've successfully amplified desirable traits like vibrant colors and elaborate finnage, we've also inadvertently selected for traits that may compromise their overall health and resilience. Guppy Gene Boosting seeks to redress this imbalance by reintroducing the vigor of the wild into our domestic lines. By carefully crossing our carefully bred guppies with wild-type guppies, we can infuse our bloodlines with a much-needed dose of genetic diversity and hardiness. Hybrid vigor, as it's known, can lead to increased disease resistance, improved fertility, and a general boost in overall health and vitality. However, it's important to note that Guppy Gene Boosting is not without its caveats. The first generation of offspring from such a cross may not exhibit the same vibrant colors or elaborate finnage as their domestic parent. Outro joined the Guppy Gang, a legacy of color and life. And so our journey into the captivating world of guppy breeding draws to a close. We've witnessed the delicate dance of the trio method, the meticulous artistry of line breeding, the nurturing embrace of fry tank flipping, the compassionate care of selective pregnancy isolation, and the revitalizing power of guppy gene boosting. Each technique, in its own unique way, offers a glimpse into the remarkable adaptability and resilience of these tiny aquatic wonders. Try one this week. Want my breeding log sheet? Link in description. Drop a comment if you've tried one of these, or plan to. The Guppy Gang is growing strong.